So much for joining us. We're just going to go ahead, as usual, just give it just a minute or two to allow additional attendees to join us, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I wish I had some waiting room music or some music to play for you while we're waiting here. We'll get started in just about a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, hi everyone. My name is Mo. I'm the founder and the CEO of Bandwango. Thank you so much for joining us again for the next series of our product spotlight webinar. Every week, we're trying to showcase different aspects of the new platform and especially new features as we are releasing them. Today is a really fun one where we're going to be talking about two new features that we've released, specifically QR code redemptions and unregistered mobile pass links. All of these webinars are being recorded and they are available for you to be able to watch after as well or share with any of your teammates. So as I mentioned, today we're going to be talking about unregistered mobile pass links and QR code redemptions, which are two really fun, new, exciting features that we have recently released in an effort to not only make it easier for your pass holders to check in at your local businesses and locations on your passes, but also making it easier for new pass holders to sign up for your actual passes. So just a reminder to everyone, our new Experience Builder is really the new platform we've launched to make the pass building process significantly easier, not only to build passes, but also to launch and manage your passes once they are live. We're on a mission as a company to send 10 million people into the communities that we serve. We are now past the 4 million mark towards that mission, which is really exciting to see. And this new Experience Builder is really going to accelerate our ability to support everyone in driving more customers into your communities. So historically, the way Bandwango has operated is where our team has largely been building passes on behalf of our customers. That process required a lot of time and energy from all parties involved. As a lot of you probably remember, it was typically a 45 to 90-day build process. We used a project management system called Asana to manage the build process for all of our customers. There's multiple meetings involved, a lot of manual data entry involved. And now with this new Experience Builder we've released, we've reduced the build time down to as little as a day. We've even had some customers launch passes now in a couple hours to a couple week-long build process. The longer build process definitely include merchant onboarding and especially paid passes. With the new system, we now do have a self-guided pass builder that has templates and automation built in. And this is really also meant to allow for seamless pass management for all of our customers. So today I'm going to talk about two really fun, new and exciting features that we've released in the past about month and a half. The first one is a feature that is called QR code redemptions. Basically, what this means is a lot of our customers do gamified check-in challenges, programs where your customers are incentivized to check into different locations within your community. And historically, these check-ins have only been available via a GPS geofence or a PIN number. Now we have released a brand new feature where you can actually allow your pass holders to check in by scanning a QR code at each location. And in addition to that, if a customer that doesn't have any of your passes sees that QR code and actually scans it from their native phone camera, we will actually take them to a page that allows them to sign up for any passes that that business is actually involved in. It's a really cool new way to allow pass holders to check in to different places within your community. And we're really trying to make this easier and easier and provide you with more options for these check-ins. So the way this works is actually quite simple. It's a pretty much two-step process in order to set up QR code redemptions. First, in the actual pass builder, you will choose the redemption method as QR code. Now you can update that on an individual place basis, or you can also define the default redemption method when you're building a brand new pass. After that, when you go into all the different places on your pass, you will now see a QR code image down here below that you can easily download. Just an FYI, we are releasing pretty shortly here the ability to mass download QR codes for all of your places in one shot via a zip file. So you won't have to go in here and download each of these individually. We are releasing the ability to download these in bulk. So again, this is really a easier way for your pass holders to simply be able to scan a QR code from within their pass and quickly check into these different locations. The next feature I'm going to be showing you today is unregistered mobile pass links. This is also a really cool new innovation that we've created, which is basically a brand new way for you to drive new pass signups. Currently today, it's only available for your free passes, but don't worry, paid passes are coming soon in this route. And basically what this feature is designed to do is instead of only enabling your customers to sign up for your passes directly through your website, where they have to click add to cart, and that cart pops out on the right side, and they have to check out and put their information in, at which point the pass is delivered to their phone via text message and email. We've created a second way for your pass holders to actually sign up for your passes. So in this method, there are QR codes that now you can present in many different locations on your website, at different places in your community, in print publications, on billboards, at different partner businesses. And in this case, your customer can simply scan that QR code, which takes them to a mobile page that allows for very quick and easy sign up for the different passes. So we're always working on more and easier ways for pass holders to be able to sign up for these. And this is a new feature that we released that does exactly that. Makes it easier for pass holders to be able to sign up for your passes. So just as the QR code check-ins, this is also really, really easy to set up. And there's two steps in this process. One, when you're in your channel, and we will be actually having a whole webinar around channel management in the next few weeks. When you're in your channel in the new experience builder, you will simply turn on the unregistered mobile pass toggle on the left side. And then the only thing you need to ensure is that your passes are enabled to show up on what we call the Explore tab. So again, once you have your passes created, it's very, very easy to set up both of these new features. As you go through this stuff and as I show you examples right now, if you're trying to do this and you're trying to set this stuff up, there's really simple ways to get in touch with our team. When you log into the actual experience builder, on the bottom left-hand side over here, you'll notice that chat icon. You can very quickly and easily chat with our team. We have a large team that's always monitoring that inbox to support our customers. There are knowledge base articles that we will be building to talk about these features. And then you can always just also email us at success@bandwango.com, and a teammate will respond quickly to make sure that you are supported. So let's take a look at actually how this works and actually looks in real life. So I'm going to jump here into the Experience Builder. And you'll notice here I'm on the Passes page of the Experience Builder. So I'm going to go ahead and just create a brand new pass right now to showcase the QR code check-in functionality. And then we're going to go ahead and add it to a channel, and we're going to show you what this looks like. So you should now be able to see my tab for the passes that we're actually showing. So on this passes page, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on New Pass. So when I click on New Pass, as many of you have seen, it's going to bring up the pass building system. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and create a gamified pass. And we're, in this case, going to choose QR code. So you'll notice here this default check-in method. What this is meant to do on any new pass you create, for any location you add into your pass, we will default the check-in method to whatever you choose here. Now you can change this on the individual place level. If, for example, maybe you have a bunch of places that you want to use QR codes, but maybe there's a few places that you want to use GPS, or maybe you want to use PIN number, you can mix those, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So for this example, let's just go ahead and choose QR code. And let's just say we're going to go ahead and launch this on the 9th. And let's just call this pass the Product Spotlight QR Code Redemption Pass. So go ahead and click Save over there. And let's just say this is a pass to highlight the new QR code redemption option. And let's just go ahead and pick a image for this one. And in this case, I think I got a simple image right over here. All right, so now let's just go ahead and save this. And now this is going to take us onto the places to go portion of this. Let's say in this case, I want to choose locations that I've previously used in passes I've had in the past. So let's just go ahead and select a few of these and go ahead and add them into this pass. So now you'll notice that these places are added to the pass, and the default check-in validation that you see here has been set for you as QR code, because on that first page, we chose the default method as a QR redemption. So if I go ahead and click on edit here in any of these places and click on check-in, you'll now notice that because we've chosen the QR code option, a QR code actually appears here that you can easily download for distribution to your different places. So making it easy to check out these QR codes and actually download them. Now, for some reason, one of the locations on your pass you don't want to use that default option, you can always change those right here to be another option. So you don't have to have everything be the exact same validation method, but in this case, we'll just keep them all as QR code, but just do know that you can change the validation method on an individual place level. So now let's go ahead and click on continue. We've already added the check-ins for you. So on this use, you don't need to do anything additional if you're simply doing a check-in challenge. As always, you are able to add in optional coupons into these programs. But for this example, we'll just keep this exactly how it is. And we will just go ahead and click on save. So now that I have created just this base level pass, let's jump now into the channels section. So the channel section, again, we're going to have an entire webinar that's talking about channel management, so you can fully understand how this actually works. But I created a quick channel just for this webinar called Product Spotlight Webinar. So you'll notice historically I had my Mo's Faves Pass. This is my favorite locations in Salt Lake City. And let's go ahead and add the new pass that I just created into this channel directly. So once I click on add, you'll notice that shows up right over here. And the second part is when I was talking about the unregistered mobile pass link, or in this case, we call this the channel QR code. So basically what this means is we can allow somebody to sign up for your passes in this channel by simply scanning a QR code. It will be your same domain. However, it'll take them to a very simple mobile page where they don't necessarily have to go to your website, click that add to cart button, proceed to check out on that shopping cart and do all of that, versus if I enable this QR code, as long as I say that these two are available in this and click on save, you'll actually now be able to have a customer sign up by simply scanning a QR code, or here's a link as well that you can use to be able to distribute to your guests. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what this actually looks like on mobile when I actually go through this process. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment, and I'm going to pull up my phone and show you what this actually looks like if I was an actual customer. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen. And you should now be able to see my phone overlaid on my screen. And McLean, shout at me if you don't see that, but I believe you should be seeing my phone with the QR code right behind it. So if I come in here and open up my camera, so let's just say I'm a visitor of yours, I'm a local, I'm out in your market, and I see this QR code somewhere. Maybe it's on a banner, maybe it's on a billboard, maybe one of your participating locations has placed it on a window cling. If I come and basically scan this QR code, it's going to take me to what we call an unregistered mobile pass link. So basically, these are the free passes that you have in this channel. And here, instead of needing to go to your website and click add to cart, they can simply click on add, and they might have some information pre-filled already. If not, they can simply put this information in. And when they click complete order, we will send them a simple text message and an email just to ensure that the information they put in is actually their information. And I got that text message right over here. And you'll notice I received that message with that link. And now I can click on that. And just like a customer would when they sign up on your website, we've now created a different way for customers to actually sign up for your passes. As always, I could add this to my home screen for easy access to that pass I just signed up for. And now I am in the pass. So you'll notice with this QR code way of signing up, we do make it very quick and easy for your guests to be able to sign up. And then the QR codes can be placed at different locations in your community for easy sign up. So now I am in the Product Spotlight QR Code Redemption Pass. So the next thing I want to show you is I want to show you what this looks like if me as a customer was to actually scan that QR code and add a location. So let's just say now I got my pass, I am checking out the places, and I decide to go to Borealis Sparks. So here I go ahead and check in. And when I click on check in this case, there might be a QR code that you want to use to validate. So here is where the location would have that QR code printed. They maybe would have it on a tabletop display. Maybe they have it on a window cling. And now when I click on check in here, it's going to ask me for access to my camera so that I can actually scan this QR code from my phone and actually sign up for it. And I might have an issue if I'm sharing my phone like this where it might not let me use my camera. Let me try to sign out of this real quick and just see if that'll fix it. I think that's what's going on. Hold on one moment here. This is the first time I've tried to scan the camera while I'm actually mirroring my phone. So let's come back over here. Let's try to do this a different way. So if I come into my phone here. Okay, let me see if I can try to share my phone now as well, because it is up now. Let's see if this works. Okay, so there we go. So now I have my phone that actually has my camera invoked within the actual pass. If I go ahead and scan this, you now notice I am now checked in. So it's very quick and easy for your guests to be able to scan these QR codes and quickly check into these different locations right in the actual pass. So there I am checked in. If I did have points on this program, I didn't assign any points for gamification. You would also see that toast notification that lets you know, hey, you've just earned 100 points for checking into this location. So now the next thing is, let's just say I am a customer and I, for some reason, stumble upon this QR code in market. Now, similarly, if I just was to scan that QR code, because I'm not actually in the pass, instead here what we're doing is we're actually taking that customer to a page that basically lets them know, hey, Borealis Spark, which is that location QR code I just scanned, is part of the following passes. So basically, you can also use this as a marketing tool for pass holders or for customers that aren't aware of your passes that maybe somehow stumble upon this QR code that will be used for check-ins. If they scan that, we're going to take them here and show them that, hey, this business, Borealis Sparks, is actually a part of these different passes. Would you like to sign up for these? And you can sign up for them easily, and you can now add them just like I just did. And now I can click sign up, and now I can basically sign up for any of the passes that these businesses are actually involved in. So we're trying to use this QR code for a couple different sort of functions. One is for pass holders to make it very easy for them to check in by scanning a QR code. But then if it is not a pass holder and they just randomly scan that QR code using their camera, we take them to that page that makes it just easy for them to directly sign up for any of your passes. So that's basically how this works. As I did mention, we will be creating knowledge base articles for this. If any of you are interested in getting this stuff set up, you can always reach out to our team via live chat within the actual platform or by sending us an email at success@bandwango.com, and we can absolutely help you get this actually set up. So the last thing I want to just talk about is just a couple ideas of just interesting ways that you can think about using these different features. So first, the QR code redemptions to make it easier to check in. One, as some of you might have noticed or seen, if you're in a either densely populated area where your locations are very close together, or if you're in a city that has a lot of high rises around you and you've used GPS as the check-in method, that can be problematic because one, when high-rise buildings are around you, in order for GPS to work properly, it needs a direct line of sight to the sky. And so when you have high-rise buildings around, it can actually cause a lot of issues there. And then secondly, if the locations are very close together, and you created a geofence of, let's say, 0.1 mile, there's a very good chance that somebody at business A would also be able to check in at business B because they're right next to each other. So using a QR code redemption can eliminate both of these challenges to make it very, very easy and essentially risk-free for customers to be able to check in. Similarly, festivals and events is a really great place to use this feature. We recently had a customer of ours create a check-in challenge for a wine festival that they had going on, where it was a state or regional wine festival, but they had a bunch of their wineries from their city at the festival all next to each other. And at festivals, especially wine festivals, these booths are usually pretty crowded and busy, so you could also use a QR code there in order to make it easier if you wanted to create a check-in challenge at the exhibitor booths at a festival or an event for those customers to check in. Also, tabletop displays at places that you have on your passes really work well. This could work really well also for restaurant weeks and restaurant months, where when the customer is seated, you have your restaurant week pass, you want them to check in at the locations that they're actually doing the tastings at these different restaurants. You can set up your restaurants to have tabletop displays with simple QR codes. And then lastly, locations that have high staff turnover, especially when you're using PIN code validations, that can become an issue, but also GPS when a customer shows up asking a staff member and they might not really know what it is, versus if they can simply have a QR code that's printed and easy to find, that can also avoid issues when there's high staff turnover and the staff isn't maybe trained on these programs. And then for the unregistered mobile pass links, those QR codes to allow your customers to sign up much easier, you can place these QR codes all around your community. It can be on banners, it can be on billboards, it can be on window clings at your participating businesses. You can also showcase these QR codes in videos that you're creating. And so imagine you've created a video around the locations on your pass or a promo video for your pass. You can place a QR code at the end of it that says sign up now, and that can take them straight to that sign up page via that unregistered mobile pass link to make it work very well. And also, just so you're all aware, this can be used in parallel with the integrated sign up cards you have on your website. So it's not one or the other. This is another way for customers to sign up for your passes in addition to visitors that come to your actual website. So that being said, I really appreciate all of you joining us today. If you've been in the last couple of product spotlight webinars we've done, we talked about social sharing last week. We talked about building a mobile pass the week before. Today, we've talked about QR code redemptions and unregistered mobile pass links. In the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about some really cool topics, including quizzes, prize fulfillment, channel management, and in November, we will be introducing a brand new feature, which is in-pass voting. It's a highly requested feature we get from customers, so really happy to announce that we are actively building that. You see a QR code here. Speaking of QR codes, you can scan that, or there's a link below in order for you to register for the rest of the Experience Builder webinar series that we have. So that being said, I sincerely appreciate all of you joining us. I appreciate your partnership, and anything we can do to help, please let us know. Thanks so much. Have a great day.